In today's video, I'm gonna show you guys how to sell reels to real estate agents and make a ton more money. Now, the reality is in the last year, I've sold over $1 million worth of reels to real estate agents. I have a team that helped me deliver that product, but let me show you guys how you can get a slice of that pie. So the first thing is right here. The question that I want you guys to acknowledge at first is, why should you be selling reels? What's the importance? What's the value in selling reels? The value in selling reels versus photography or Matterport or floor plans is you can just charge a whole lot more money for them. I personally charge my product, it starts at $2,000. The product starts at $2,000. It goes all the way up to $10,000. We're charging a ton more money than we could for photography or for a floor plan or a Matterport tour. It's just a lot more valuable of a product because you're helping somebody build their brand. If you can help somebody build their brand, help somebody build their Instagram, help somebody make more money because of it, it's going to become a product that they will continue coming back for more and more and more. So let's talk about how to sell them. The first thing you need to know is what your offers are. And I'm gonna show you guys how to sell Hell Yes offers. I've spent years developing this and it works every single time. It works here in Florida, but it also works all across the country, all across the world. I have students in Africa, I have students in every corner of the world. Let's show you guys what that looks like. So the first thing you wanna do is you wanna kill off packages. Now you might be wondering, Claudio, what do you mean kill off packages? Well, I mean stop selling photography, stop selling Matterport bundled in one. See, when you're selling photography and when you're selling Matterport and a reel, the first things first is it takes a ton of time to deliver that product. You're not able to fully focus on the reel. You're not able to fully focus on making it great. And you're likely going to have to give them some sort of deal, right? You have to give them some sort of deal. Okay, so you can get all three things for this little price. That's not how you want to go about it. And I'm gonna show you guys how to go about it a different way. So the different way you want to do is you want to sell it a la carte. Now you might be wondering, Claudio, what is a la carte? Or here's the definition. A la carte means according to the menu, right? And you can read that right there, but the reality is, let's say you go to a sushi restaurant. I love to take the team out to sushi. We go to Miami, we go to Bell Harbor, different spots like that. And if you want to get sushi, you buy it a la carte. You get the tuna, you get the yellowtail, you get the salmon, but it's all priced individually. And if you can price your reels individually with these Hell Yes offers, you're going to make a ton more money. Keep in mind, I have students that have gone to over $100,000 a month doing just this, including myself. So here it is. The first thing is, these are your three Hell Yes offers. The offer number one is the property reel. So when you're selling a property reel, you're going to be working with the agent on site, on location, at one location, and you're going to be focusing on the house and focusing on the agent. That is it. Now, keep in mind, when I say that is it, that is a Hell Yes offer because you can take a house, you can take an agent, and you can make a video in anywhere from 3 to 4 hours, and you can deliver that within, say, a week, and they have an incredible video that they can show off their property. It's an incredible reel. It is probably our most popular offer, and for our company, we charge $2,000 starting for it. We used to charge $1,500. So what I'm getting at is no matter where you live in the world or where you live in your country, then you can charge a premium for this. This is a whole lot more. I could never charge, $2,000 for photography unless it was a super expensive house or a super big house. Versus no matter the size of the house, no matter the cost of the house, it's going to be a starting price of $2,000. Aspirationally, you guys should go for $1,000 or $1,500. Now, the second thing is the lifestyle reel. Now, the lifestyle reel is the property, but it's also the surrounding area, right? So let's say the property isn't the best property, but it's in a great location. The lifestyle reel is a really good option here. And offer number three is the day to night reel. So what that means is you're working with the property during the day and you're working with the property during the night. This is really great for properties that have a great pool, a great backyard, or exterior lighting. And you can charge a whole lot more for it. We personally charge $1,000 extra by coming back for the evening. So let's go ahead and show you guys what that looks like in, how to structure your Hell Yes offer. So the first thing is a property reel. The property reel will showcase the property and the agent. Aspirational price, I encourage you guys to go for, is $1,000. And ideally, you're going to shoot it in 4 hours when you're starting. As you become more efficient, you should get that down to 2 to 3 hours. And then you can do, of course, multiple of these per day. As you build out a team, that's where you start to do $100,000 a month. So let's take a look at what that looks like. So the property reel right here, I'm going to pull up a property reel. And here's what that looks like.
Go to the airport.
So right here, first things first is you have the agent, right? You have the agent at the property and you're working with the agent right here. Boom. This video got 11,000 shares. It's gotten hundreds of thousands of views, and it's of course working really well to market the property. But this is what it looks like. You're with the property, You're with the agent, you're using the drone, you're using the gimbal, and you're just rolling through the property. So here it is. This was a great property. Here I shot in Arizona with Shannon Gillette, and it's simple. This is something that I shot in about 3 hours, and then we edited it, and then we sent it over to Instagram, and then once it went on Instagram, it went viral. So that's just like that. It's just the property. It's the agent and the property. We're not showing anything else besides the agent and the property. And this is something that you can sell every single day. Literally, when I say every single day of your life, you could sell it 7 days a week. If you want to go out there, work 7 days a week, make hundreds of thousands or even $1 million, you can do that selling just reels to real estate agents. So this is a really good offer. It's super easy to build a system around it and build editors, and you can do it all in-house. So that's the first thing. The second thing you have to think about is the lifestyle reel. Now, the lifestyle reel is designed to showcase a property and the surrounding lifestyle. The aspirational price is $1,500. We personally charge $2,500 for our lifestyle reels currently, but that's because we have a brand and we have a presence. And as you build your brand and presence, you can charge more and more for it. And it takes a little bit longer. Something to think about is it takes a little bit longer. You might be going on a boat. You might be going to the local park. You might be going to a local mall, a local restaurant. But it's a great product, and I'll show you guys one of our lifestyle reels just so you guys can get an idea of what that might look like. So this is the lifestyle reel.
This is the best beach house.
You can see we start at the property. So boom, we're at the property. The vibes are going. But right here, you can see that we start to go to different areas. So right here, we're on the beach. We're taking a little bit of a drive, showing off the local lifestyle. And then as we're going through this property, we get to the point where we start to kind of get off the property. We're kind of pushing the boundaries of that property. Here she is. The agent is in, this is a video here in Nantucket. The agent's driving along the beach like this, right? She's driving on the beach. We're leaving the house. Now she's pulling up to the beach. She's getting out of the car. It just makes her look super cool, super influential. And then boom, we're on the beach. And then we're going to show off some lifestyle with some drone. So this took a lot of time to get the lifestyle for the drone because I don't live locally to do this. I did this with one of my students, Matt. Matt's somebody who does over $100,000 a month with his business, but this is something that we created together. We had a lot of fun, but lifestyle reel is getting outside of the house. You can do it, of course, on a great house like this. This was a $28 million house in Nantucket, or you can do it with properties that are not so special. And I see students all over the world doing it. Some students are doing it like in Jacksonville, Florida, or the 30A area, and they're going to places like Walmart and Costco, showing off the lifestyle. We have students in Canada that are going to show off the Costco, the Walmart. You know, the reality is agents will pay for this, but you got to charge more for it. And it's a great product. It's a great offer. It's a really great way to build a good relationship with your client because you're spending some time together. You're getting around. You're going in the car. All right. So the third one is the day to night. Now, why I like the day to night reel is, well, the first thing right here, right? It's perfect for properties with exterior, and interior lighting. It's a premium sell for motivated agents. And it's something that you can shoot in the afternoon till dark. So you don't have to go in the morning and then back in the evening. You can just start shooting in the afternoon and then go till it's dark. And the aspirational price you should charge for this is $2,000. I currently charge $3,000 for these because we have a brand. But here's what it looks like to do day to night. So you'll notice in this reel, it starts off in the nighttime, right? We're shooting it really, as it's getting darker out. This video has almost 1 million views. It has over 100,000 likes. But we're starting off at the property here in Colorado. This is Evergreen, Colorado. And then here's what it looks like. There's a nighttime vibe. We're starting to catch that sunset. And then beyond that, there's a daytime right here. But as we continue looking, you'll see just little hints of the nighttime, just small little hints. So it's pretty much right in the beginning and right at the end. There's a little shot right here at nighttime. And then at the very end, we have this day to night where you see the stars coming in. Super fun, super cool, utilizing different technology on Final Cut Pro. But the reality is when you sell day to night, you don't have to make the whole video about the nighttime. It's just small little shots. When I say small little shots, you're usually adding just a few seconds of nighttime, but you're able to charge a lot more because you're able to show a different ambiance of the home. But as we are getting into the 3 different kind of reels, I want you guys to think about this next. So we'll put that to the side. And what we're going to be thinking about next is, how do you sell it with success? Now, the way that you're able to sell this with success is because I get a lot of people, sharing their objections. Oh, that's a lot of money. I don't want to pay all that money for one reel. The way that you're able to sell it with success is to sell the brand vision. The brand vision. My personal brand alone and my company brand has made me over $1 million last year because of social media. One of my clients, I added $100 million worth of sales to his business. So that made him millions of dollars in commissions. So the way that you're able to sell it with success is to sell the idea of a brand, sell the idea of what would happen if somebody were to build a brand, if everybody knew who they were, what they did, how great they are at what they did, and how they could get a hold of them. If you get people thinking about that kind of stuff, you're able to sell it for a premium price. So the first thing is when it comes to selling, right, you also have to know what your prices are. So for example, today our price starts at $2,000, then goes to $2,500, then it goes to $3,000 for the day to night. I know exactly what my price is, and I know when I'm on the phone with a real estate agent and they call us or let's say we're on the phone and we call them, we know exactly what our price is. Because once you go through the sales process, when you're talking, about, what you offer to the agents and knowing what those offers look like, then they're going to ask, what are the prices? Then you have to know what your prices are, because if you don't know what your actual price is and you're just winging it every single time, and what's going to happen is your voice is going to crack and you're not going to feel confident and you're just going to feel unprepared. So you have to know what your prices are. So today our prices are $2,000, go up to $3,000. Back then it was $1,000. Now then it went to $1,500. Then now it's at $2,000 for a minimum. But you have to know what your prices are. And what makes it easy is that you can do this super simple, right? So super simple. You have to know what the price is of your property reel. First things first. Then you have to know what the price is of your lifestyle reel. Then you have to know what the price is of your day to night reel. When you get all those three prices engaged and you know for sure what your prices are, then you can sell it easy, right? The big thing I know that most videographers struggle with is they just have no clue what their prices are. So we'll talk about that at the end of the video. Number two is, what should you charge, right?
Hey, sorry to interrupt the video, but I noticed that you may not be subscribed to the channel. All you have to do is hit that subscribe button right now. And if you want to learn more, text me. My phone number is right below. You send me a text, I'll get back to you.
What should you charge, right? When it comes to charging, you should charge your happy price. Now people say, well, what is your happy price? What does that mean? So my happy price for selling a reel is $2,000. But what is your happy price? Here's how you discover what your happy price is have you ever done work for an agent? Or have you ever done work for a client and you know that you're giving them more value, like grossly amounts of more value than they're charging for? Have you ever been there before? Like, you're giving a client thousands of dollars worth of work and you charge sub $1,000. Have you ever been there? I know that we've all been there before. I've been there. So you have to charge what your happy price is. Now, when you're at your happy price, you still have to be able to over deliver. So our product that costs $2,000 is still worth more than $2,000. Does that make sense? So you charge what you're happy to charge, but you're still over delivering. But you're not over delivering so much that you're like, man, this wasn't worth my time. So you have to know what you should charge. Your charging price should be your happy price. Now, here's the next slide. The next slide says, don't be shy, raise your prices. As you increase your value, don't be afraid to raise your prices. My first video I ever did was $150. That was it. It was $150. And then I went from $150 and I raised it eventually to $1,000, then to $1,500, then to $2,000. And then now I can charge over $10,000 for a video, for the right property, and for the right agent. But for everyday clients, it starts at $2K. But at one point, remember, it was $150. After my first $150 shoot, I raised it to $300, then $400, and then I raised it to $600, then I raised it to $750, then I raised it to $1,000, then I raised it to $1,250, then I raised it to $1,500, and then I raised it to $2,000. So as you raise your prices, don't be shy, raise them, and also know you're going to lose clients. You're probably saying, I cannot raise my prices, I will lose my clients. Here's what I tell you. If you lose clients, that's totally fine, because there's somebody waiting for you always at the next price point. We work with the #1 agents in the world. Seriously, the #1 agents in the world. And it's because we have expensive prices. People who like quality don't mind paying for things. There's a reason that people pay for nice cars, nice watches, nice dinners. It's because they like to, buy good things. And if you can create a great product, people can come to you because they know when they come to you, they're going to get quality. Now, the next thing is, let's talk about some objections, because I work with a lot of students. We talk about objections that come up all the time. So here's the first one. The question is, well, what do they say the price for one reel is too expensive, right? The reason that they're saying that is because they're used to working with people who charge for packages, or they're used to saying, they're used to hearing people say they'll do it for a lot less than what you're charging. Now, if you're going to be delivering a great product, and let's say you don't know how to deliver a great product yet, that's totally fine. You can look at all our other videos. We have videos on speed ramps. We have videos on color grading. We have so many different videos that you could check out. Sound design, get better, right? First thing is get better. You don't want to be charging a lot of money for something that's not a great product, but you can learn by looking at our channel. But if you're saying to yourself, I don't know how to respond to this, the challenge is you did not sell them the idea of a brand vision. If you can sell somebody the idea of what a brand will build them, what a brand will afford them, then you rarely ever get to that question. Oh, it's too expensive. Totally fine. You might get that here and there. Somebody might slip in here and there. But if you want to avoid that altogether, start by selling them a brand vision. Now, the next thing is what if we get more than one reel? Agents will say, okay, well, what if I lock in for 12 with you? Or what if I use you exclusively? Or what if I decide to do 3? Or what if I do a couple different properties? It's all a carte. You understand that? When I go to Bal Harbor with a team and we're, getting sushi and I say, well, I got a bunch of teammates. Can I get sushi for less? Hell no. I go to Ritz-Carlton in Dorado Beach. Oh, okay, we're ordering all the sushi. Can I get it for less because I have a party? Hell no. You have to charge a la carte. So we go to the sushi restaurant. The nigiri, the sashimi, it costs XYZ. That's what you charge. It's your menu. It's your prices. It's your services. Own your power. Tell people no. So let's give you guys some more objections. So, they might say, well, can you give me a discount? Write this one down. We have to be in integrity with the value of our services. That's it. That's all you have to say. We have to be in integrity with the value of our services. So if they ask for a discount, what do you say? We have to be in integrity with the value of our services. Super easy. And yeah, people will, keep in mind, you're a real estate videographer. You're a creative guy. You're a filmmaker. They are salespeople. They are trained to negotiate. And if you're not trained to negotiate, if you're not trained to defend your prices, if you're not trained to sell a vision, you're going to get these kind of questions. So easy thing you can say in this situation is we have to be in integrity with the value of our services. And then you might be saying, well, will this work for me? Can I actually sell reels a la carte? 100%. I have hundreds of students that I work with actively on a day-to-day basis. But I have thousands of students who've gone through our program who use this exact same system. Thousands of people in Africa, people in all different corners of the world. It works for them. So if it works for them, it will work for you. My encouragement to you, if you're watching this video and you made it to the end, well, first things first, hit subscribe. We give you guys free value every single day. But beyond that is to go for it, because the reality is you don't want to go and shoot cheap videos forever. You don't want to go and do photography in Matterport and MLS and your head's exploding by the end of your shoot. You already know how much work it is to upload all that. My encouragement for you is to sell reels, do this, give them a premium service and build your brand along the way. And I hope this video was helpful for you. If you have any questions, comment down below. I have a lot more I can give to you guys in below. And also we have more trainings available on sales that you can check out. So cheers. We'll see you guys on the next one.